All right, we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Navy as a career option. The terminal objective is to learn how to think about your career and your life goals. We'll explain the U.S. Navy as a career option. We're going to talk about it's actually kind of neat. This isn't a recruiting class, but it will give you a lot of information about it. So, all right, so we're going to talk about what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these off. Y'all can go ahead and attempt to answer them. After a second or two, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, please ask one of your student leaders. And we're going to get going. So the naming or submission of the name of someone for an appointment, and that would be a nomination. Okay. So when we apply to the Naval Academy, we have to obtain a nomination from somebody important who says that we should be there. All right. The designation of someone to an honor or a position, as in acceptance to the Naval Academy. That would be an appointment. We don't get accepted to the Naval Academy. We get an appointment to the Naval Academy. A cadet or student at the Naval Academy or in the NJROTC program, what would they be called? You want to take a guess? It'd be a midshipman. That is correct. That's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip these terms since we've already gone over them. All right, tell me 2 to 3 positive things about joining the Navy as a career option. Yes?
You get actual experience.
You get actual experience. You learn leadership. What'd you say? Yeah, you can get your college paid for. You can actually get a paycheck, a really nice paycheck. It's a paycheck that's so good, in fact, you can even raise a family on it. So it's a lot of people don't think you can raise a family, but we did. My wife and I did. I was an E4 when my wife and I got married back in 1989, and we had kids, and I was still an E4 when my first 2 kids were born, and we made it. We did all right. It was we did without a lot of things. We didn't have satellite and cable TV, and Mom herself she didn't work outside the home. It was cheaper for her to stay at home, take care of the house, and take care of the kids than it was to put them in daycare. So, all right. Do you think the Navy might be a good career option for you? Yes, definitely. Yes, maybe. Not sure, or no. Y'all can go ahead and answer this. So. All right, let's see. So we've got, okay, 5 of you said yes, maybe, and 3 not sure, and 1 yes, definitely. Who's my yes, definitely? All right, good. All right. Well, hopefully you'll learn some stuff about joining the Navy today. So those who make it into the U.S. Naval Academy receive a free, fully subsidized college degree. Is that true or false? Is it true or false? Somebody tell me. Nobody wants to tell me? It's true. Good. All right, the Navy is an ideal place to have a rewarding career, to meet people, and to have endless opportunities for training. Going into the Navy right after high school graduation offers opportunities found in no other career. You join the service after graduating from high school, you will make a whole lot more money than any of your other former classmates did. So it's a great option. It's a great place to be. Students completing college can apply to become commissioned officers in the Navy. All right, commissioned officers, we'll talk about this later. So, but commissioning programs include the U.S. Naval Academy, or the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps, also known as NROTC, or Officers Candidate School. Officers Candidate School is a 13-week boot camp for Navy officers. NJROTC students receive special consideration for the Naval Academy and NROTC scholarships. Your naval science instructor can make 3 nominations to the Naval Academy every year. That's pretty darn good. That's really good. Somebody who's not an NJROTC, if they want to apply to the Naval Academy, they have to go through their congressman or the vice president or the president or their senator. So, and you guys will already have, if you wanted to apply to it, y'all could have a nomination for Mr. Moore. Academy nominees compete for appointments to the Naval Academy by the President, Vice President, Secretary of the Navy, and Congress. So I don't think the Secretary of the Navy is, the Secretary of the Navy I think is a misnomer. I don't think that I think it's just the President, the Vice President, and the Congress. So the Academy offers a fully subsidized college education, including a monthly allowance. It's a sweet deal. It's located on the Severn River in Annapolis, Maryland. Now, this fully subsidized college education, it is tuition, room, and board. And then they pay you about $1,000 a month, which you use for your uniforms. You also use it for your books. But there's a lot of money left over still that you can use to go to the movies or pay for a plane ticket home, during leave and holidays and that type of stuff. So, and it's a regular college. It's just a little bit more regimented and military. So, you still get a couple of weeks off during the holidays, during Christmas. You still get some summer vacation. You do also have some summer trips that you go on too. The admission process involves qualification, nomination, and selection. The admission requirements are that you have to be a U.S. citizen, age 17 to 23 years of age. You can't be married. You cannot be pregnant. You cannot be legally obligated to support a child. In other words, you can't have any kids. You can't owe child support, that type of thing. You have to be in decent physical condition. When I say decent physical condition, you really have to be in good physical condition. And then you have to be of good moral character, which the Navy interprets that as you can't have a police record. It's really what it comes down to. Major eligibility factor used by the admissions board is your ACT and your SAT. Those scores are terribly important, okay? You need to begin taking these things as soon as you can your junior year. Now, I know that we offer the ACT or the SAT in the spring of your junior year. I recommend you don't wait. It'll cost you about $75 to do it, but I would recommend that you take pay to take the test in the fall semester of your junior year so that you at least get your feet wet with it. You don't want, the first time you sit down for it, you're not going to do as well as you will the second or the third time. So my recommendation is take this thing at least 3 times. Take it in the fall of your junior year, take it in the spring of your junior year. Fortunately, the spring of your junior year, the state pays for you. And then pay to have it taken, pay to take it in the fall of your senior year. Okay? By the springtime, it's too late, but still, you can still do it, but it is pretty late trying to get into college at that point. You should go beyond the basics to prepare in high school for the Naval Academy. Over 75% of cadet candidates for Naval Academy admission rank in the top 5th of their high school class. The top 5th. Okay. Anybody know where you have to place in your class in order just to get free tuition to Aiken Tech? Anybody know? You have to be in the top 3rd of your class. So think about it that way. If there's 200 people in your graduating class, then there's over 60 kids make up that top 3rd. Well, the Naval Academy is much more exclusive, 5%. Okay, the top 5th of your class. So, some college prep courses, subjects that you should include in your high school transcript are 4 years of math, such as algebra, geometry, trig. Calculus is a really good thing to have. Okay, if they see that you have already taken calculus, that is definitely in your favor. Science, you need to take 4 years of some kind of science, 4 years of English, history, government, computer science, all of these things. You also need to pass a medical exam and a physical fitness test. That physical fitness test is called the Candidate Fitness Assessment, CFA. You have to do a 1-mile run, a 30-yard shuttle run. This is a typographical error. A kneeling basketball throw, Abdominal crunches, like the crunches that we do for our PFT, you have to do those. And push-ups, and then pull-ups or flexed arm hang for women. So the guys have to do pull-ups, but women can do flexed arm hang. The Naval Academy academic program includes a core curriculum plus 25 majors. Engineering is one of those core curricula. All right, you will study engineering, science, math, and computer science, and humanities and social science. There are not a lot of humanities and social sciences majors at the Naval Academy. Frankly, they're more interested in engineers. The Academy offers a full program of varsity athletics and intramural sports. All midshipmen must participate in sports. Everybody has to. So even if you're not a varsity athlete, you're going to be an intramural athlete. So. During each summer break, midshipmen train at naval bases. They take part in Marine Corps activities. They spend time on Navy ships and aircraft, submarines. They get to do a lot of different things. Academy graduates earn a Bachelor of Science degree and a commission in the U.S. Navy or the Marine Corps. Okay. They then have a 5-year obligation to the Navy or the Marine Corps afterwards. Candidates who are not appointed to the Academy are considered for selection to a 10-month college preparatory program. And this is a pretty sweet deal because you get E3 pay, active duty E3 pay while you're going there. They're paying you to go to school. It's beautiful. They give you the uniforms. The uniforms are provided for you free of charge. That's a sweet deal because if you went directly to the Academy, you would have to pay for it out of your $1,000 stipend. Okay, so this is a really good deal. But they focus particularly on academics and then English and physics and chemistry, a lot of science, math, English, and then physical fitness. And they also compete at the junior college level too. So you can actually participate in college athletics while you're there to get better at what you do. It prepares enlisted personnel to enter the Naval or the Coast Guard Academy. So if you wanted to go to the Coast Guard Academy, this would be the way to go for it too. And then there's a big stress on military training too. So, all right, it's time to wake up and answer. All midshipmen at the Naval Academy must participate in physical exercise daily. Is that true or false? That answer is true. Very good. Graduates of the Naval Academy have a how many year active duty commitment to the Navy or Marine Corps? How many years? 5. That's right. Good. All right. At NROTC, the Navy has NROTC college scholarships too. And they're located throughout the country. Not a lot of them. There's not a lot of NROTC places, but there are enough. So if you look at this map, South Carolina only has 2 places, and that's at the Citadel, and that's at Carolina in Columbia. Savannah State's not too far away. There is also the University of Georgia. I think the University of Georgia has an NROTC program too. So Georgia and Savannah State are the only ones with that. And Alabama's they only have Auburn and Tuskegee. That's it. If you wanted to go to the University of Alabama, you couldn't be in NROTC. So, all right. They are 2, 3, and 4-year college scholarships. You get full tuition, lab and administrative fees, uniforms, and then your freshman year you get $250 a month for the time that you're in school. So, your sophomore year you get $300 a month. Your junior year you get $350, and then your senior year you get $400. Highly qualified candidates who are not offered 4-year scholarships can sometimes qualify for like a 2 or 3-year scholarship. We call this sideload scholarships. We have approximately 1,200 officers who are commissioned annually through the NROTC program. Upon graduation, NROTC midshipmen that are in the Navy program accept a commission as an ensign in the Naval Reserve. If they're in the Marine Option program, then they commission as second lieutenants. But when you apply for this, you can only apply for one or the other. So you can't apply for a Navy ROTC program scholarship and a Marine Option NROTC scholarship at the same time. You can only apply for one at a time. So, and then they owe 5 years upon graduation. If you desire to join the Navy, I recommend you stay in school. You're not going to be able to join the Navy. For enlisted careers, you can just be a graduate. So if you did 3 years and you graduated after 3 years, but you were a 3-year graduate, that'll work. But if you're trying to go to one of the service academies or NROTC and you do a 3-year high school program, you will not be eligible for a military scholarship. Good to go? So if you want to do a military scholarship, either a service academy or an ROTC scholarship, you have to do 4 years of high school. Now, most people, when they graduate from high school, they enlist at the pay grade of E1, except if you're an NJROTC. If you complete 2 years of NJROTC, then you get to come in as an E2, all right, in all 4 services. If you complete 3 years of NJROTC, you can come into the Navy and the Air Force at E3. So here's some enlisted careers. These pay differences per month are, it says, based on a 2013 pay scale. Yeah, that's it. It's higher now. So, but imagine if you were making $1,787 a month, your housing was paid for, and your food was paid for. What would you buy with a $1,787 a month? What would you buy? What would you buy, Rainey?
Your food's paid for.
Your food's paid for. Why would you do that?
Extra.
That stuff's rotten for you. McDonald's is rotten. Oh gosh, you can do so much better. Chick-fil-A. Yeah, but I digress. Fast food is garbage. I'm going to tell you straight up. It is the worst food for your body because it is so loaded down with sodium, fat, and carbohydrate. Yes? Fried, oh my gosh, man. You may as well just shoot yourself. Well, let me put, when is the only time that you have deep fried Oreos?
When I go to the flea market. Unless my parents make them.
When you go to the fair, most of the time, right? How often does the fair come around? Once a year. Is there anything wrong with having a deep fried Oreo once a year? No. There's nothing wrong with that. Is there anything wrong with eating deep fried Oreo or eating just a package of Oreos every day?
No.
Yes, it is. Well, let me put it this way. Eating cookies every day is not good for you. If you were to have, and most of us are in this mindset because we've grown up in America where we can eat anything we want because it's available, we are under the assumption that we deserve this. You don't deserve. But the thing of it, but we have dessert every single day. Or for snacks, we'll have dessert. What do you think Oreos are? Oreos are dessert. You have it as a rare treat. It's not supposed to be eaten every single day.
We eat one a day.
Huh?
We eat one a day.
It's probably okay, but it's still, it's still best to only have dessert maybe once or twice a week. So, and that's what I do. I only have dessert. Actually, I usually only have dessert maybe once every other week. So I don't get dessert every week. Yep. Huh? Can't say the same. Most people can't. So most people can't say that either. All right. So like I was saying, with 3 years of NJROTC, you can join the Navy or the Air Force as an E3, or you can join the Army and the Marine Corps as an E2. The delayed entry program allows you to attend meetings and classes, learn Navy policies. It also works too for time and rank. It also works for time and rank, but it doesn't work for time and service. You can set goals for your Navy career. You can refer friends and classmates. If you do refer friends and classmates, you can actually have advanced standing where you can enter in at a higher pay grade. So approximately how many officers are commissioned annually through the NROTC program? Through the NROTC program. You remember? What was it? How many officers nationwide are commissioned annually through the NROTC program?
It's like 1,700, right?
1,200. 1,200. All right.
I think that was a little long.
Put these enlisted ranks in the correct order from lowest to highest. Oh, they will. What's the correct answer? CBA. Very good. All right, Navy has 3 rigorous and demanding advanced programs. We're still talking about enlisted people here. But these are advanced opportunities that if you do well in high school, you will be able to do one of these programs. The reason why I say that is because you will have learned enough to actually be able to qualify and also to have a good chance at doing well at it. Okay. All right, the nuclear power program, the advanced electronics program, and the advanced technical program. I came in as an ATP, advanced technical program under the corpsman. They don't have it anymore, but when I came in, they did. So to qualify for these programs, you have to be a U.S. citizen, have a high school diploma or college degree, have qualifying scores on the ASVAB, and then you have to sometimes take an advanced placement exam too. So like, for instance, if you were to pursue nuclear, you would have to take a nuclear test as well as the ASVAB. And then, or if you were to pursue advanced languages, so you wanted to become a CTI, a cryptological technician interpretive, where you're a linguist, you would have to take a qualification test for that too. If you're accepted into these 3 programs, you enter the service as an E3 and enlist for 6 years instead of the usual 4. When you graduate from it, there is you actually when you graduate from that school, you get promoted to E4. And there's a lot of programs in the civilian world that really like Navy training. Okay. The next step after you complete Nuclear Field A School is Nuclear Power School, and both of those are in Charleston, South Carolina. But you promote to E4 upon graduation. Now, this slide is old, but there are men and women on both nuclear aircraft carriers and nuclear submarines. So not all submarines can accommodate women yet, but they're working on it. So advanced programs, such as the Navy Advanced Electronics Program, after completing initial electronics training, usually 22 to 36 weeks, you're advanced to E4 pay grade. Then you may be assigned further training or given an assignment. Training schools are located in Great Lakes, Illinois. So you'll go and you'll complete basic training, and then you'll go across the railroad tracks to the Naval Technical Training Center, and you'll learn. After completing training, you'll be assigned to occupations in data systems or electronics or electronic warfare, cryptology maintenance, missile and sonar operation, or fire control. Training schools are located in Great Lakes, Illinois. After completing training, you'll be assigned to occupations in small ship engines or gas turbine systems or damage control or cryptology or interior communications or electronics. So these are things that you won't be doing all of these things. It just depends on the school that you go to and the rating that you choose. So like, for instance, if you're doing small ship engines, then you would be a machinist mate. Or if you were doing gas turbine systems, you would be a gas turbine systems tech. Or if you were doing damage control, you would be a damage controlman. Or cryptology, you would be a CT. Or interior communications, you'd be an IC man. In addition to special programs, the Navy offers training in such diverse career fields as arts and photography. I hate to tell you, I don't know why they put arts there. There's no arts. Okay, there's photography. But that photography, particularly, is it's occupationally related. It's not, you're not going to go into a career, taking pictures of models or anything like that. So, aviation, there are a mess of different aviation disciplines that you can go and do, and there's certifications on the outside for those things. Business management, computers, construction and building, or education. You're in my video. Emergency fire and rescue, energy and power, engineering, finance and accounting, food, restaurant, and lodging. Hey, you can do food, restaurant, and lodging in the Navy. They're called culinary specialists, and they also do all of the hospitality type of things. They run the barracks on shore installation. They run the kitchens. They cook the food on the ship. And they get really top-notch training to do that, particularly the submariners. Here's a few other items. I'll give you a moment to take a look at those. My mug is covering telecommunications or transportation and logistics in world languages. So, okay. All right, true or false? Only men are assigned to nuclear aircraft carriers. That answer is, it is false. I can't see it. So, not working for you. Only men are, not only men are assigned to nuclear aircraft carriers. Women are too. To qualify for an advanced program, you must be a U.S. citizen, have a high school diploma, have a qualifying score on the ASVAB, have a family member who has served in the armed forces. Which one doesn't apply? D. All the others do apply. All right, 2 to 3 incentives that would apply at enlistment if you had completed 3 years of NJRTC. What are 2 to 3 incentives? Yes. You can enlist as an E3. Yes. Anything else? How about more wampum? More pay. Pay is good. So, all right. We got any questions about anything that we've covered? Next week we'll talk about some Navy jobs, and we'll be zooming through it. I don't know that you'll have clickers for this next one, but anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. So get the word to your shipmates that we're not here to take a look at the video. The video will be on YouTube. So.